There are so many great Hunter x Hunter characters, but the two in today's video are two of my favorites. Killua vs. Kurapika. A really good matchup, and Killua was always stronger in the Hunter exam than all the other main characters, as we saw from just how powerful he was, since he had so much experience and the other characters hadn't really been building themselves up or getting stronger over the years the way Killua has. So without a doubt, in the Hunter exam, he was definitely stronger than Kurapika. But then, as the arcs go by, Kurapika obviously becomes more powerful and stronger, and by the York New arc, he is way more powerful, and he actually ended up beating Uvogin in a fight, which is extremely impressive. And obviously, at this time, Killua was probably not going to be able to beat Uvogin. So, by the York New arc, Kurapika, I feel like, was obviously the more powerful and the stronger of the two. But then, in the later arcs, in the arcs after York New, both of them keep getting stronger, but Killua really starts improving at a pace that is much faster than before the York New arc. And he's improving with Gon. He gets stronger in the Creed Island arc. Then again, he gets even stronger in the Chimera Ant arc. And then by the last and final arc, the Chairman Election arc, I think he improved again just a little bit. But Kurapika has been improving the whole time as well. So there's lots of things that matter in this fight, but after all the arcs, I think that this becomes a very interesting and competitive fight. So a lot of people think that Kurapika's chains only work on the Phantom Troop, but this is not true. Only one of his chain abilities, one of his chains work on the Phantom Troop, and that is Chain Jail. All of his other chains work on anybody, and his other chains are the Dosing Chain, the Steel Chain, Holy Chain, and Judgment Chain. So let's go over what these chains do. Dosing Chain, it pretty much just can be used to tell if somebody's lying or find missing people and things. His Steel Chain is activated with Emperor Time. He can use it on anybody to drain their aura and force them into the state of Zetsu. His Holy Chain can be used to heal injuries and wounds. It's activated with his Emperor Time. And his Judgment Chain forces, conditions, and rules his target. And if they go against it or break the rule and the condition, they will die. Kurapika is also a very skilled fighter, and he's extremely intelligent. Killua is also very intelligent as well, but Kurapika is the more intelligent of the two. And he's been proven to be able to just come up with better plans, deal with harder situations better, win tougher fights. Killua does have his Godspeed, so he definitely has a speed advantage over Kurapika, but his Godspeed does not last very long, and there's a good chance Kurapika could think of a way to deal with that, because somebody as smart as Kurapika would be able to come up with an idea or just set himself up in a way where he could last in the fight with Killua long enough for Killua's Godspeed to just wear off. And with all Kurapika's chain abilities, plus he's been getting even stronger since after the York New arc, there's a good chance that he's gonna be a very, very hard fight for Killua. Killua does have his yo-yos though, which are, he said, around 50 kg, which is 110 pounds, so they are super heavy. for being yo-yos, and if you get hit with them when they're coming at you at the speeds Killua's swinging at you with them, it's gonna do a lot of damage. So if Killua is able to use them effectively against Kurapika, there's a good chance that they could be a great tool for him. Kurapika's Holy Chain will be very effective though, because it allows him to heal from serious injuries. And when I compare Kurapika with other Hunter x Hunter characters, like let's say for example Hisoka, Alumi, and Phaeton, there's a very good chance he'll put up a very good fight against these characters. But when we compare Killua to them, Killua, it's not going to be that close of a fight with these other characters. So this makes this fight seem even more in Kurapika's favor, because he seems more likely to do better against these other characters. Obviously, just because of this reason, it doesn't mean that Kurapika wins this fight. Killua also has his electricity, which could be very helpful in this fight as well. With the chain that Kurapika has, where he can set conditions on people, he could just set a condition on Killua that he could probably get Killua to break, end Killua's life. With Kurapika's ability to drain Nen when he's in Emperor time, it's just overall gonna cause a lot of problems and make many challenges for Killua to have to deal with when he's fighting Kurapika. And when you're fighting an opponent that's smarter than you, and they have all these other things, and they can use them so effectively against you, it's like, it's really gonna lower your chances of winning the fight. We've also seen the opponents that Killua has struggled against. Obviously this could be because he had the Nen needle in his head, but I still think that Kurapika would just do better against many of Killua's opponents and many of the Hunter x Hunter characters that Killua would probably not put up a good fight against. Like I mentioned before, Hisoka, Alumi, Phaeton, or even Crollo. Kurapika could make those competitive matches, while I don't see them being very close with Killua. I feel like any damage that Killua could do against Kurapika, Kurapika could probably deal with and just heal from it. So Kurapika will probably not have much of a problem with Killua's strength. But the thing I would say that will probably be the most difficult for Kurapika to deal with would be Killua's Godspeed, just because of how fast Killua is when he's using Godspeed, but he can't use it for very long. It is possible that Killua could beat Kurapika when he's using this, but I just see the chances being very low, and I think Kurapika will be able to outlast the Godspeed or just deal with it and be able to adapt to this fight better than Killua. And since Kurapika's gotten a lot stronger since the York New arc, it just makes me feel like that he probably is gonna be way too powerful for Killua to handle. So if I had to choose a winner for this fight, it is possible either one could win, but I think Kurapika takes this fight. The winner is Kurapika. So I think there is a small chance that Killua could win this fight, but I think most of the time Kurapika is gonna win this fight, and he's gonna be able to deal with everything Killua has, like his speed, electricity, and his yo-yos. So Kurapika is just gonna be a little too much for Killua to handle, especially with all of Kurapika's chains, his Emperor time, his, he's able to heal himself with one of his chains, his Holy Chain, and just how intelligent Kurapika is. Kurapika is probably going to think of a way to deal with Killua or take advantage of him and his weaknesses. Let me know in the comments, Who do you think wins? Do you agree with me? Do you think Kurapika's chains, his Emperor time, and his intelligence will just be too much for Killua? Or do you think Killua will be too fast in his Godspeed for Kurapika? Remember to subscribe and to turn on notifications. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!